welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Anisatu and I am a South African YouTuber that mostly does hair related content. So today I am getting my Microlocs installed and I'm doing it myself. So I am doing the 2-strand method. So it's basically just doing twists and then over time they will transition into Microlocs. So with the products that I'm using today, I'm only actually using one product, which is this hair gel. I think you can use any hair gel, I'm not too sure. I actually just got this like 2 weeks ago and it's not like a strong holding gel, it's just like a normal gel that will help me pot nicely and just have crispy potting sections. Okay, I'm just gonna be using a comb just to comb up my hair since it's like in a braid, and then these few clips and a rat tail comb for the parting of my hair. So my hair has been washed, it's like super clean, and yesterday was actually the last day of me washing my hair using deep conditioner, because I've heard that once you have Microlocs you can't be using like any creams on your hair. So I don't know how I feel about that, because I think deep conditioning really changed my hair, right? I've been natural for a very long time. I actually don't know how long I've been natural for. I think it was like I can say almost 10 years. I can say almost 10 years of being natural. And I dyed my hair a week ago, just so that when I do the twist, it looks like really cool in terms of color. I'm also just gonna measure my hair just to see like how long my hair actually is. Oh, my hair smells so nice. So I've seen that with some people, it's taking them about 17 hours, some people it's taking 9, some people it's taking them 14 hours. I know someone that did Microlocs and it was like a DIY, so she did it herself and it took 14 hours, which is actually quite good. So I'm aiming for that. Honestly, I just hope I don't have to cross over into like the next day, because I just want to finish, you know. I just wish I started earlier though, because right now it is 12 p.m. So I'm hoping that I can finish by 12 midnight. Okay, so this is the last time seeing my hair like this, playing with it, combing it out. Oh my days. I can't believe it. I don't know how to feel. Okay, so I'll just take this. Okay, I'll take a smaller section. So I'll measure it like this. Damn. My hair is long. What's this? 23. My hair. Okay, no, let me do that again. $24. My hair is so long. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just measure the crown of my hair. Oh, guys, my chair is not allowing me to. It's gonna be a bit difficult to measure. Let me just do this. Okay, 23. And then the back of my hair, let me just do this. So I have to measure from here, this part here. So, okay. 21, 22. So it's 22. Okay, cool. I think that's it. So I've measured the front, measured the middle part and the back of my hair. So it's always about the same length, about 23 centimeters. That is very long. Guys, my hair is so long. That's crazy. I know obviously like this part wouldn't be as long. For example, like here, this is definitely ciao. There was one thing that I forgot to mention, right? So with the front part of the twist, I am going to make sure that I have a middle parting, and this is going to be like crisp, okay? But then from the middle of my head downwards, you'll see as I show you the parting, I don't want the middle line to go all the way down because I don't want the twists to sort of look parted. So I'm gonna try and make sure that like from halfway downwards that the twists are actually on the line so that it just falls properly. I hope that makes sense. Like I don't want to make it seem look parted because it can be the case. So, but I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys what I'm actually talking about, and you'll just see everything, child. You're gonna see everything from start to finish. And I'm probably gonna do voiceovers over this because from now I'm gonna just like stop talking and just like try do it. So there's the mirror that I'm gonna be using. So I'm just gonna switch them so that you guys can see the back of my head. And then this ring light will come in front. So yeah, I'm going to now start parting my hair and you guys will see everything. And I'm super excited for you guys to see that. So yeah, just stay tuned. I'll put the timings on the screen so you can see how long it actually takes me. Okay guys, so my hair has been blown out. I think this is just what I prefer. If your hair hasn't been blown out, I think that's also fine. You just need to make sure that you comb your hair thoroughly, whether you've blown it out or not, so that your hair is just a lot smoother and so that when you're parting, it's just a lot easier as well. So a trick that I have is that whenever I'm opening up lines, I like to keep my hand still, and it's mostly my head that is actually rotating. And doing this just always makes the line come out like really straight. 9 times out of 10, this always works. So it does seem as if I'm pushing the rat tail part of the comb too hard against my head, but it's actually not. I think, you know, being firm with the rat tail comb in your like on your head actually helps those stubborn hairs go where they need to, and you don't need to keep on going over and over it again. So once you've opened the line, just make sure that you're always just combing your hair through because this just helps clean up the line and see, you know, if you need to just go over it again. Tying your hair also helps, and even just how you see I'm holding down my hair, that just makes you see if you need to go over the line again. So I'm using the gel that I showed you earlier on to just help make sure that the lines are crisp and clean. You know, applying the gel and then also just rubbing it in and then just combing it out while just like laying it down just helps the hair become fine, and it determines if the line is a lot more defined and whether you need to just, you know, go over the line again. And guys, you just need to be thorough with this because at the end of the day, this hairstyle is permanent. So you always just want to make sure that the lines are straight, that you know, that there isn't hair that is in the way, because like I said, it's permanent, and once you have these on, it's very difficult to take down or to fix. So whether this takes you an hour or two to part, then that is okay. This is something that I'll keep on emphasizing, you know, to hold your hair and pull it down and keep on combing it just to see, you know, if the line is straight. I think pulling your hair down, and even the hair that's on top, like in opposite directions, really just helps you see if the line is straight. So now that the first section is done, I'm now going to start parting the middle section. And honestly, this was the most difficult one to like section because it's on the top of my head and I can't really see it. Then there's just like so much hair going on, and then there's hair in front that's just hanging as well. So like it took me quite a while. But like I said, just enjoy this process and take your time and be patient, and just always remember the end goal, just the fact that like this is permanent, and you obviously just want to make sure that your lines are clean, squeaky clean, and your twists look fabulous. So one thing that I forgot to mention in my intro was talking about the grid pattern, right? So I know that some people, when they have microlocs, they don't have a particular grid pattern, but people who have sister locks are very pedantic about the grid pattern that they use. So for me, I parted my hair in 5 sections simply because I like working in sections, and I don't want to have like a big chunk of hair to work with. But even just besides that, I think it just helps me realize or even get an idea of how many locks I'm going to have, like on the right side of my head versus the left side versus the middle and the bottom as well. And I think that's why in my other video that I'm gonna upload soon, actually, I talk about how having this hairstyle, doing this on your own requires you knowing your hair and working with your hair, because doing this step is way more technical than just parting for name's sake. So if you've never really braided your own hair, or it's your first time doing this, it might be a little bit tricky. This whole section of parting my hair took me about 45 minutes. It's all speeded up and everything, but it actually took me 45 minutes. So, and I'm someone that does, like, I do my hair most of the time. I've done my own braids before, etc., etc. So, if you haven't done any of that before and someone always does your hair for you, then this actually might be a little bit more difficult for you to do. So I suggest getting someone to help you if it's going to be your first time, like parting it into sections. And I think also just like opening lines at the back of your head and the whole mirror thing can be a bit tricky. But I mean, you can definitely try it out. I'm not saying that you can't do it, but I think if you're not used to it, then rather just get someone to help you do it. So I am now parting the middle section into 3 sections, and this goes back to having equal locks, equal amount of locks on both sides of my hair, the left side and the right side, and then also in the middle. Earlier on, I spoke about not having locks like that are split halfway down. So this is me just making sure that I actually have locks that are braided on the middle line. I hope this makes sense. So I am officially done parting my hair, and I am ready to tackle these twists, okay? I lost some footage, so I don't have any footage of me recording the bottom section of when I started braiding my hair, but I'm just going to be showing you a slow down version of opening lines and just explaining everything through. So I've opened up a line, and the reason why you've seen me twist my hair, like hold my hair and swing it from the left to the right, is seeing that the same amount of hair has kept its has kept its consistency in that section. So you don't want to have like a thin amount of hair at the end, and then towards like the other end it's like a bit thick. So that's why you've seen me do that. And just like before, I've applied the gel and I am combing it through, just making sure that the line is straight. And even opening the line, I'm moving my head from left to right and not moving the comb. So I'm just going to begin with the twisting, and I'm sure all of us Afro Angels know how to twist our hair. So enjoy the rest of the video and let me know what you think below in the comment section. So just to give you an idea of how many locks I have on each side of my head, right? So the bottom section, that's the section that I started with, has about 32 locks. And then the left section has 40 locks. The right section has 32. The middle section has 35. And the left front has about 60. And then on the right side, I have about 58. So this is just to emphasize how important it is to make sure that when you part these sections that they are as close to equal, because imagine having like 40 locks on the left side of your head and then having like 70 on the right side of your head. It's so imbalanced. So that's why it just goes back to me saying that if you can get someone to help you, then get that help, right?
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
So I've just finished with my hair. This took me 9.5 hours to get these Microlocs installed. It is actually now like 2 a.m. 9th of July, Sunday morning, okay? And I have to wake up in about 4 hours to go to church, so... So I've got 265 locks installed, guys. Can you imagine? 265. Yeah, so this is me 9.5 hours later. Just stay tuned to all the contents that I'm going to be posting on Microlocs. I'm going to be posting a lot. So if you have any more questions, please make sure to leave them in the comment section and I will make sure to answer them. Please make sure that you're also following me on Instagram. I post a lot of food and Christian content on there. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out all my other videos for all the Afro Angels that still have their natural Afro hair. Thank you so much for tuning in and I will see you in my next video. Ciao!